And then he said something else that's interesting. He said, men need to get out of their system. Like,
I think everybody needs to get out of their system, bro. Let's be real.
How do you get out of your system?
I'm just
and I know everybody here, including Melissa, you're gonna follow this. How can you naturally know how to be something you were never raised by?
True.
What is a father?
I say it all the time.
I never had one.
I say it all the time.
What's a husband?
We learn it on the fly.
I was not in a household with an example of what a husband and a marital dynamic is. Ooh. So nigga, when you get married, I don't give a fuck how much in love you are. You're winging it.
You learn it on the fly.
What is your blueprint? Yeah. What is your point of reference?
Don't have one. You don't have one.
No, some people do.
No.
Some people have.
Some people do.
How?
Fathers and some people have.
No. He's saying if you did not have a father, you didn't have that. You didn't have a father.
But what about?
How can you naturally know how to be something you were never raised by?
So, what do you think about that, man?
I agree.
You think? Oh, so
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Unless it's natural. The natural is the key word. If you did not see,
yes.
we don't know what we don't know. Everything else we winging, going through our life, learning as we go. If you don't have an example, just like, and it's why it's important to have two parents in the house. If you don't have a real life example of shit, how do you know it even exists? Like a father, what does a father do? Imagine yourself not having a father around, and you go to school or whatever, and you see your classmates interacting with their father, they're picking them up, loving on their kids, going to games and shit. You're gonna be like, where am I? Is that what a father do? How can you emulate what a healthy relationship is when you never seen it?
Damn.
Then you left up to the world to teach you what a relationship is, and we see where that shit going.
Man, it kind of hit home because, my nephew, he don't even know who his father is, and that's another reason why he with me right now. And I have a father. I know who my father is. I know who my mother is, but in the same case as him, bro. Like, they wasn't married when I was being raised.
But were they together? What, did you see them in a healthy relationship?
I was too young to remember them ever being together. I think when they separated, I think I was under 3 years old for sure. And it was 5 of us. I got a twin sister, and I got 3 older brothers. So I never witnessed my mother and father kiss in front of me. Like, I never even saw them hug each other ever.
So what was your example of a success? You're married right now, bro, and you got kids, married with kids.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I kind of want to accept accountability for what he's saying, but like it kind of like rubbed me the wrong way, and it kind of made me a little afraid, and because he said I'm pretty much winging it, and the reason why it make me afraid is because I don't know how to respond to that.
I mean, do you feel like you're winging it?
No, I actually want to be here.
I mean, you could still be winging it. You could want to be here and still be winging it. What's wrong with winging it?
But that's why I think I need a little bit more context on what is winging it. Like, is it bad to wing it? Because I didn't hear him say that it's a bad thing. I mean, even himself been in a marriage and he, was in love and he wanted to be there, but he also admitted that he was winging it.
So I'm not saying that anybody who's winging it is gonna get it wrong. I don't even think that that's it. I think if you want to, I think it's the intent. If you want to have a successful relationship, and then your partner wants to just as well, I think y'all gonna make it do what it do. I think y'all gonna figure it out.
Well, I kind of feel better with that because I love my wife, I love my kids, I love my family, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to, pass the mindset and mentality down to my sons. But I don't want to have a winging mentality, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they will. I think they'll be able to just look at us and be able to create their own mentality based on how we behave in front of our kids as a married couple.
Think about it, bro.
So
think about it. You teach your kids how to improvise. You teach your kids how to learn on the fly. You teach your kids how to, what's right and wrong, they'll be able to wing it. What's the problem in winging it? If you teach your kids right and wrong, right? If you teach your kids how to discern right from wrong, what's the problem in winging it?
I guess it ain't no problem in winging. Let us know in the comments if y'all think it's a problem with winging it in a marriage.
Shit, y'all both want to be there.
I know, right? Fuck it.
Right.
The only thing I was committed to doing was not doing what I did my whole life. I've cheated on every woman I've ever been with before Samantha. And I said, if I'm gonna fuck this marriage up, I can pretty much predict why. I'm gonna fall off and in something on the road. I'm gonna do what it is that I've been doing my whole life.
So if you want a different result, you're gonna do something different.
I switched it up.
Gotcha.
And I said, and it became scary for me. This is me. I was scared to cheat. I was like, God is gonna whoop. God is gonna, the level of beat down that would come from me disrespecting this, because and then I literally said, this is me. And most niggas don't get to this point, right? Because most dudes who get married ain't even got enough shit out their system. It's like, I ain't never had you, but I had plenty of them that look like you. But that's me. Those are my numbers. That's what I got out of my system. So niggas like me are more ready to get married than a nigga who's only said, yo, I've smashed 15 women mad in my life. Those ain't my numbers.
So Ty.
He said, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym?
You heard what he said though, right?
Those are my numbers.
You smashed 15 women, men, like, oh.
Wait, did he say men? He
Yeah.
said, you lying.
Yeah, he threw that in there. I mean,
I think he's talking about from women. I don't know, bro.
Maybe, but I ain't saying he done him. I'm just saying like, but yeah, he said something very important. He said he cheated on every woman he was with. You think this is? You believe in karma?
I absolutely believe in karma.
But I mean, does karma? And correct me if I'm wrong. Is karma like whatever you do wrong to somebody? Wrong gonna happen to you in the same nature, or just any nature? You get what I'm saying? So like, if you slap somebody gonna slap you, versus if you slap somebody's gonna pinch you. That's stupid.
No. Well, I ain't gonna claim to know the full definition of
because
karma,
he said he cheated on every woman. You think this might be his karma?
Let me say this. So he cheated on every woman that he's been in a relationship with. And that's motivated him to be a better man, in a sense. Because he's like, okay, this is fucked up. I cheated on every woman I was with. I want to have something worth having, basically. But how many of those women that he was with in the past that he cheated on, that they wanted to have something real, something worth having? So think about it like this, right? Tyrese made the changes. Let's give Tyrese grace. He made the changes that he needed to make. And he was ready for a relationship, right? Right person, wrong situation. Think about it. It made him more ready for a relationship. So he probably was, anybody that gave him a feeling of, maybe the same attractiveness of his exes that he cheated on, made him feel comfortable, like this is somebody I could actually be faithful to. And then he chose the wrong woman. Being so motivated to be in the relationship, and you chose the wrong woman, the wrong person. You was ready, right? Maybe karma would have skipped him. Now I'm not advocating for that, right? All I'm saying is he was so ready to do it right. He'd been doing it wrong for so long, but he was so ready to do it right. Maybe he sped too fast to the wrong person.
Man, so
doing the right shit to the wrong person.
So if you cheated on every woman you ever been with, that also means you lied to every woman you ever been with. That also means, I gotta ask you, okay, can you honestly take his word after knowing that he's been a liar every time in his relationship?
That's deep.
I mean, I believe you can forgive people and they may change, but Like, how does that look? How do you think women feel about a man who says, I've cheated on every woman, I lied to every woman, and then you get it on a podcast and you say that you love this woman and you never did this? How can you believe them then?
Well,
because some people like to look at your body of work and like, okay, look, this is what you've been doing. Like, how do I know you ain't still doing? How do I know you ain't on Joe Budden podcast lying like a motherfucker?
Ain't nobody no saint, so I mean.
And then he said something else that's interesting. He said, men need to get hoeing out of their system. Like,
I think everybody needs to get hoeing out of their system, bro. Let's be real.
How do you get hoeing out of your system?
Hoeing? I'm just no, bro. I mean, think about it, bro. We're in the age of Hoe's life. We're in the age of Hoe's life. We're in the age of living my best life. We're in the age of slut walk. We're in the age of sexual liberty.
Liberation.
You know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Sexual liberation. So we in the age, think about it, bro. Like, women, I think women have always cheated just as much as men, if not more. You know, it's studies that say that. But let's think about it. It's a lot of women out here got more bodies, way more bodies than women of yesteryear. Just like a lot of dudes out here still racking up bodies. I think if you got it in your system, then yeah, you need to get it out of your system before trying to take somebody serious, and then you fucking with somebody hard, or you fucking somebody up that was ready to actually be something, ready to do something. If you got it in you, then yeah, you need to get it out of you. But not everybody subscribe to sleeping around.
So I think there's a contradiction in the relationship space. And I don't know if you heard this, but a lot of people who are like, okay, ask a woman in her body count. If it's high, then she ain't shit. So my thing is, if we're going to stand on it and we're going to support and promote that, hey, look, every man need to get hoeing out of his system. Some women out here are going to be racking up bodies. So does that mean these women, we should not enforce, we should not be asking the question about body count if indeed men need to get hoeing out of their system? Because somebody got to get hold on, right? Because I mean, look, because I got a 17-year-old nephew that I adopted from my sister, and he's about to graduate high school this year. Well, you know, in the spring. And he's going to the Marine Corps. Let's say he come to me and he say, hey, Unc, and he's 18 years old. He'll be 18 by then. Unc, you know what I'm saying? I met this beautiful girl. You know what I'm saying? I want to marry her. What do I tell him?
What do you tell him? What do you mean?
Like, do I tell him, hey, look, you need to go get the hoeing out of your system?
I mean, first of all, no, like I said, bro, like if it's in you, you know you said your nephew?
Oh, so it gotta
if it's in you, then you need to get out of you.
How does it get in you?
I don't know, shit. Maybe some people touched when they're young. I don't know, bro.
Oh.
If you racking up bodies, bro, however it got in you, before you go and fuck somebody up who don't deserve that shit, get it out of you.
That's a good question. If y'all know the answer to that question in the comments, let us know. How does a man or woman get hoeing in the system? Because I know I've got a couple of friends where I know they didn't have as much sex when they were young in high school or whatever, or in their 20s. And they became a complete hoe once they got a taste of it. Versus, you know, there's another person who's been having sex all the time and he's just becoming a hoe. And there's a third where he's been having sex all the time and he actually got it out of his system.
Well, we ain't never gonna be the same, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think there's no way to target that, like how you get in your system. A lot of people may say, oh, it's a way how you was raised, or you know what I'm saying. If your parents weren't together, or you seen your mother in and out, had men in and out of the house, the daughters usually take up the behavior,
following her footsteps. Yeah.
Or you have a father who cheats on your father cheats on your mother, and the son end up taking up his behavior. So okay. But that's infidelity. But I'm talking about like hoeing comes with a lot of betrayal too. Like, cause some of these girls, they don't expect you to be, I mean, they be getting finesse, right? So they expect us to come to them and genuinely like, I want to be with you. You know, and we tell them all the sweet nothings and stuff and win their heart and then bang, 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 and we on.
I don't know if I did that, bro. I'm going to have to leave that up to you. Oh, yeah. No, but I mean, I don't know, man. Again, what you would probably tell your nephew, man, if he tell you that, well, tell him to guard his heart, number one. If he come to you and he tell you at a young age like that, a lot of us don't have it figured out around that.
We don't. Around
that age, bro. So, I mean, I got a nephew that's talking about he really interested in the chick and, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to want to meet her.
Me too.
Number one, because, I don't know, man, I've seen it plenty of times. Young dudes like young girls, and those girls haven't figured shit out yet.
Not a damn thing.
And they do some shit. They basically get involved with older guys who they already know the game. The young buck is actually interested in her and I don't know, puppy love, call it whatever you want. But he's being genuine. He's being genuine about it. He actually like her for who she is. He may not like her, you know, later on when they grow up and he get to know her, who knows? But he like her now. And young girls will go out for older dudes and you know what's happening. I'm sure you've seen that happen. So, I mean, yeah, I would tell him to guard his heart and I would want to meet the chick, so.
Yeah. So that's more like when you meet her, that's more like a premarital counseling too, right?
Hell yeah, everybody get counseled, bro. Listen, bro, check this out. Bro, maybe this go back to the point you made earlier. Maybe this go back to why it's important to have a successful example of a marriage or a relationship for that kid to have their successful relationship later on. Think about it, like you just said, the kid, the daughter that sees her mom bringing in men left and right from the house. Well, she gonna think that's acceptable behavior most of the time. And let's say that you got a successful relationship, a successful marriage, and you got a kid that sees his mom and he sees his mom and his father loving on each other.
Yeah.
Witness that good relationship, that good vibe, and that good environment.
I think it enters their spirit and it kind of
and they're less likely to grow up and do some other shit.
So. That's the thing.